Hi all, Paddy Sports Review from the midweek game. Starting with the Premier League Tuesday night. West Ham, Crystal Palace. Another impressive away win for West Ham, and they're having a great season. Uh, David Moyes has done a brilliant job at West Ham this season, and he's really improved Thomas Suchek as a midfielder, with giving him confidence to go forward, and he's added some important goals to his game. And if West Ham continue playing like this, I think they'll finish in the top four this season. Also, Tuesday night, 6 o'clock, Leeds, Newcastle. I wasn't sure which way Leeds were going to play because after being off for a while, no game, but this was a game where they just needed to get a result and they ground out a win. But they were lucky to win because some of their defending in the second half was poor, and only for poor finishing by Newcastle, they could have lost the match. But it was great to see Jack Harrison score another goal. His finish for the goal was so cool and calm. He has had a brilliant season with Leeds this year, and it'd be interesting to see whether he stays at Leeds or leaves and goes back to Man City. But for Newcastle, it was an improvement. They played well, and I'd love to wonder why they haven't played like this in the last few weeks. And it'd be interesting to see. We've been dragged into relegation battle. Will Steve Bruce stay or go? In the late matches Tuesday night, it was a great comeback win by Arsenal after going 1-0 down. I didn't think they were going to come back, but great comeback win. Saka was brilliant in this match. The goal he scored and the assist for the third goal was outstanding. He's really playing with confidence, and it was great to see a young player getting a chance at a big club in England, because this very rarely happens. And I hope Arteta keeps in the team. And Arsenal are on a good run at the moment, so if they keep playing like this, I think they might sneak forward at the end of the season. And the other match Tuesday night, Man City and West Brom. West Brom are awful. Like how they didn't play three at the back. You're playing one of the best attacking teams in Europe. Like, that was strange, to be honest. But for City, they were outstanding. Probably their best attacking performance of the season. Riyad Mahrez in this match was brilliant. He scored a brilliant goal, and his assist for Sterling's goal was quality. But the reason why Man City have gone back to the top of the table is because Gundogan has been City's best player the last few weeks. He's playing with confidence, and he's scoring important goals for them, which is brilliant to see. He's a very underrated player, to be honest. Doesn't get the praise which he deserves. On Wednesday night, the early match, Chelsea Wolves. A great defensive performance by Wolves. They needed a clean sheet because they've conceded a lot of goals lately, and this will give them confidence going the next few months of the season. But for Chelsea, they didn't do enough. Like, they had a lot of the ball, but they didn't create enough chances. Thomas Tuchel's game plan is going to be all possession, but they need to find a way to turn the possession into chances. There's no point just passing the ball for the sake of it. And I think this will be Thomas Tuchel's biggest challenge as a manager, because it'll be interesting to see how he manages the characters in his team, both on and off the pitch. Also, 6 o'clock Wednesday night was Burnley Villa. Great comeback win by Burnley. Sean Dyche has done a brilliant job with Burnley over the last few years. A really underrated manager, to be honest. How he keeps them up each season is brilliant. The late matches Wednesday night, United against Sheffield United. Manchester United were poor. They lacked tempo, speed, intensity, urgency. It was just all too slow. Probably one of the worst performances in ages. And they deserved to be beaten, to be honest. Even like when they went 1-1, they didn't do enough to get the second goal. Even when Cavani came on, like, he wasn't clinical, he wasn't accurate. He was like snatching that stuff. An upset, to be honest. And I thought it was a reality check for United, because everybody says, oh, they should win the league. You're not going to win a league if you put in performance like that every now and again. Plus, you need to win these games if you're serious you think about winning leagues. But for Sheffield United, a brilliant performance. They had a game plan, they executed it, and fair play to them. This result could definitely lift their confidence, and it could be a springboard in the next few months in trying to stay up in the Premier League. Also, 8 o'clock, Everton Leicester. I thought Everton should have won the match. They went 1-0 up, but the game manager wasn't great. He should have either scored a second goal or defended better for Leicester's goal. And if Everton have serious aspirations of finishing top four, They need to be winning games like this, and the action finished off on Thursday night. Spurs and Liverpool. I thought this was one of Liverpool's best performances of the season in ages. Their front three are back to their best. They're passing, they're shooting, and I think Sadio Mane has been one of the best players in Europe over the last 12 months. His goals and assists have been outstanding, and it was good to see Alexander-Arnold put in a good performance because he hasn't been playing well lately. But for Spurs, poor defending cost them from getting a result, and I was surprised that Mourinho went 3 at the back. I don't know why he done this, to be honest. And if Harry Kane is out for a while, this could be a blow in Spurs' chances of finishing top 4 this season. And in European football, over the last few years, Frankie de Jong has been amazing. Has been an amazing footballer. He's added his goals to his game, and he's moved to one of the biggest teams in Europe, in Barcelona. And I think he's going to be one of the best midfielders in Europe over the next year. And Lukaku continues his goal scoring records. Like, he's been a brilliant goal scorer over the last few years, and it'd be interesting to see which team he goes to if he decides to leave Inter Milan. Hope you enjoy the action during the week. Thank you.